Thanks. Okay. Hello guys. I'm audible. Just let me know in comment section. Hello. I'm visible, guys. Okay. Thanks for acknowledge. Okay, fine. Thanks. Good evening. Thanks for joining. So, myself Kantilal Chandre. I'm a program owner for data science and working as a machine learning designer. So, in today's session, we'll see what is Snowflake, what is the role of snowflakes in machine learning integration. Okay. Along with, we'll see one AI tool which is very much popular, that is the data robot. Okay. I'm going to integrate that data robot with data warehouse. Okay. So I'll just share my presentation. Okay. So first of all, we'll see the outlines of a snowflake. Then we'll deep dive into the architecture part. Then we'll see how the snowflakes is more popular nowadays. What are the features? What are the drawbacks? What are the advanced feature we can use in machine learning integration? So guys, Snowflake is cool. So its name suggests the cool means we can easily integrate the snowflakes with all environment like AWS, like Azure, like GCP. Okay, right now it's only compatible with these 3 cloud services, but in future the Snowflake declare they may integrate with the Alibaba, IBM cloud. Okay, so first of all, the snowflakes. What is exactly the snowflakes? Okay, though Snowflake is a data platform as a cloud service, means the first of all we need to study what is a data warehouse, then we'll integrate this data warehouse with a Snowflake. Okay, so first of all, it's a software as a service. As you know, there are different services like platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, application as a service. Okay, service. So here the Snowflake is completely software as a service. Yeah, it's a software as a service. That means we don't need any hardware, right? So we don't care about the hardware installation, the hardware specification, hardware requirement. Okay, so completely we are deploying a Snowflake on virtual compute. Okay, so exactly virtual compute, again this is managed by the Snowflake itself, so we don't care about the virtual environment also. Okay, so here if we use this Snowflake, those snowflakes having its different architecture. Okay, we'll see in the coming slides. So it will provide the storage service like for persistent data, means along with the data warehouse it is also providing storage service. Okay, so here it's an introduction. Like here architecture itself is designed, like it shows the snowflakes, it divide into 3 layers. Okay, the first one is the database storage, like as we know this, or like normal disk we are using like to store the data for a persistent time. Okay, the second layer is like virtual warehouse. It's a very important concept, guys. In virtual warehouse, it's also having a processing units, means what are the query we are providing from cloud or from command line. So it's get processed in virtual warehouse. We can integrate the number of virtual warehouse, so that is not an issue. Okay, and the third layer, like the topmost layer, is a cloud service. So in cloud service, we are this means Snowflake providing the infrastructure manager, optimizer, metadata manager, and along with the security. Okay, so this is the basic architecture of Snowflake. Okay, so basically in certification or in real-time interview, so this the interviewer may ask the question on this architecture. That means how these snowflakes this divide into the layer, which layer performing which task. So basically these 3 layers performing the task individually. Okay, because right now if we are dealing with the huge data, okay, so whenever we are performing any complex query on a data warehouse or on a database, it takes the too much time to evaluate the that means to first of all to prepare the execution plan, then to execute that execution plan on the processing unit, and then to fetch the result. But on other hand, this Snowflake having some other architecture, like it store some materialized view. Okay, so what is exactly materialized view? How it's like efficient for quick processing. So we'll see in a coming slide. So that means nowadays Snowflake is very popular because of its architecture, because of its flexibility, because of its cost effective, because of its structure, like it's integrated with the easily integrated with the different clouds. So right now they are having the thousands of customers. Okay, as per the 2018 data, they are having the 1,000 customer, about 1,000 customer. So you can imagine how this Snowflake is demanding in nowadays. Okay, so it's completely replaced the old scenario. Like in old scenario, there are different layers like operational layer, staging layer. Okay, so but this Snowflake resolve all the complexity in the simplest scenario. Okay, fine. So as per the like domain, so we can see there are different domain that we can use the Snowflake. First of all, platform AWS, Microsoft. Later on, its GCP is also added. So BI and analytics tools. So there are some micro here Tabula, the Looker. Okay, then ETL tool, Informatica. This is the most popular tool in ETL. Okay, coming to the data science. In data science, we have like Apache, PySpark, Python, Databricks, and the most popular that is a data robot. It's the most popular for machine learning pipeline. Okay, and these are the some common services that Snowflake provided. Okay, so these are the common icons. We can say it's just for the reference. So which icon we can refer for, like for data lake, Snowflake DB, alert, process. Okay, so yeah, so it's provide the services. Right now it's provide the services in 4 region, like North America, East, like US East, US West. Okay, like Australia. Why this Snowflake is different from traditional data warehouses? First of all, guys, what is a data warehouse? Okay, so data warehouse is like the collection of data mart. Okay, then we'll again come to what is exactly collection of data mart. So it's like nothing but I'll show you the scenario. Just a minute. Suppose here we have like just a minute. I'm just sharing. Okay, so this is a traditional data warehouse architecture. Okay, in this actual applications running in application operational site, that means every day this application executing or like generating a data. So we are storing that data into like staging layer. This staging layer is very important, like for it will prevent the data loss. It is also used for data validation. Okay, so it is like nothing but the staging area. Once we validate the data, we are performing some ETL task on staging area, and then later on we'll just dump into data warehouse. So here generally data warehouse contains some metadata along with some very raw data, or we can say it is also used for historical, like storing the historical data in very low cost. Okay, after that data may consume for sales, inventory, purchasing, like data mining, reporting, analytics. So this scenario is much complex than Snowflake. Okay, how is much complex? So we'll see in like when we deep dive into the Snowflake. So I'll show you how to create an data warehouse, how to create a database, what is the schema, what are the tables, how we are integrating the AWS with the Snowflake. Okay, so as compared to Snowflake, it's like a complex scenario. Fine. So coming to the how it's different. Okay, so guys, it's provide the features like a single place for all data. As we already discussed, the Snowflake integrate with a different cloud platform at the same time. Means we can integrate our data with the GCP, we can integrate our data like from S3, AWS S3 on from Microsoft also. So it's a single place for all data. Even if we have the data in different format like JSON, Parquet, CSV, Excel, there are like YAML. So all data we can handle and we can integrate in a single place. This is the first, like we can say, it's an advantage of Snowflake. The second one is the scale and concurrency. It's like it's on demand. Like if we require the more space, so without any like different configuration or complex configuration, we can easily scale up and scale down our application or the storage structure. Okay, zero management. We don't require the like hardware or like the backend network that need to be handled. It's handled itself by Snowflake. The next is very important, like instant live data sharing. If you want to share your data with this stakeholder, we can easily share your live data. Okay, so zero management, as I said, like it's load a data and run query in easy manner. We don't require like to integrate the how to build a connection. We don't require. Okay, it's easily integrate with the any database or any even we can integrate the Snowflake with the RDS which is running on the AWS. Zero infrastructure admin cost, already discussed. The secure, on the basis of secure, like it's highly secure and highly available. Okay, it depends on the cloud architecture. Fully managed, no knobs or turning required. No indexes, distribution keys, partition and vacuum, because it's like is stored. The micro partitions are used, or we can say is a column indexed. Means suppose we want to fetch data, we have a data in like Excel format. Like suppose we have a data in table, like suppose here ID, suppose name, and like suppose here city. Okay, those Snowflake store the data in micro partitions. Means it will store all IDs in ID, which is columnar data, you can say. It's a columnar storage. Okay, so all names in a name category, all city in city category. So it's a micro partition architecture like. Okay, so that's why the data fetching cost is very minimum. Even as compared to the traditional data warehouse and Snowflake, like we can define the suspended time. Suppose we don't require this like data warehouse for some amount, like some duration, like suppose 9 AM to suppose like 12 AM. So we can suspend our Snowflake data warehouse in that time. So it will save our cost. Fine. Yeah, we already discussed with the structured and semi-structured data we can integrate like JSON, XML and RO. Centralized data, yes, accessible by any user and any application. Fine, it's a petabyte scale. You can scale up your application or scale up your storage up to petabyte. So that is here we can see the as per the speed, it's a 200 times faster than the cloud, like when we are dealing with the RDS or some S3 operation. So it's a very much faster, because it's having its virtual compute for query evaluation. Okay, even if you are performing some query operation like fetching some data from data warehouse, at the same time if you want to load a data into a warehouse, it will not get impacted. Some of the warehouse get impacted while performing the two tasks at the same time, but here loading data does not impact the query performance. Fine. We can create a number of user groups, so we can share the data according to their access. So here we are we can provide a granular access, means on which table or on which database which access you want, like admin access or like read access. So we can grant according to the user role. Okay, we can say it supports an unlimited number of simultaneous users. Okay, so there is no issue about the user. Platform we already discussed, is instant, automatic scalability and elasticity. Fine. Because of this separate layer, guys, the storage layer is already separated by from compute. So it's automatically, we can suppose like we want to scale up your storage, so it will not get impacted, like it's not impacted by like compute or like other layer. Okay, so you can see like resize the compute instantly, resize your like scale up, scale down your database or storage structure. It's not get your Snowflake application will not get impacted. Or it's like multiple clusters access data without any impactness. So that's why it's helpful in ETL, reporting, data science, and application running, all are running at the same time without performance impact. Okay, so that's why this architecture right now is much popular than the traditional Snowflake's traditional data warehouse. Okay, centralized. Okay, so real world use case scenario. So here we can see at the same time the multiple users are performing different tasks. Okay, some of the reporting or like some of the using for ATL and maintenance, so it will not get impacted. Fine. Yeah, now it's a most important, we can say the property of Snowflake. It's adaptive caching. Means what? Suppose you are performing like complex query operation on huge data, and the output of that particular query like in some MB or like some in GB. Okay, and after some days you need the same operation. Okay, so it will not like compute again, it will return the same result which is already you have performed previous day, like in previous operation. So it will catch that particular operation in adaptive caching. So that's why the performance on the query instant you will get the result. It's just like similar concept like a materialized view. Have you heard about the materialized view? Like in materialized view, whatever the query operation, we are just storing that into materialized view. In the next time, whenever we are performing the same operation, the result get fetched from that particular views. Okay, so it save the computation time. Also, Snowflake having a metadata for easy accessing the data, like from the table. So what is exactly metadata? It's a data about data. So because of this indexing, we can easily fetch the data from the Snowflake data warehouse. Okay, you can see here the query results are like cached into some memory, so for reuse without requiring compute. So that's why computational cost it's minimized. Fine. So again, this is we can create the virtual private Snowflake according to the user need or customer need. So suppose customer demanded for the dedicated Snowflake VPC, so we can easily create with the user interface. Like we don't require any complex operation need to be performed. We can easily integrate or easily create the VPC in Snowflake. This is the architecture actually how we can create. It's a fast elasticity. Means it's just like a cloud service, like what you use, like pay only for what you use. Okay, like your warehouse live for 5 hours, so it will charge only for 5 hours. It's not like you are creating a 10 warehouse and it's cost. No, while it's that in live state, it's get consume the your credits, because here in Snowflake we have a credit, in AWS we have billing per second or per minute or per execution, but in Snowflake we need to pay in a credit. Okay, so you can see here on premises it required $10,000 TB per year, but cloud is a $1,000 TB per year, but by Snowflake only consume $360 because of this flexibility. Okay, like pay for or only for what you use, like जितना टाइम वो लाइव रहेगा ओनली फॉर उतना ही आपको पे करना है. ओके, द यूजर it's built for what? It's built for all user. These are the advantages. This complete SQL database, zero management, all for data, all for your users. Pay only for what you use. Okay. The impact of Snowflake: the unlimited concurrency, fast elasticity, high availability, and comprehensive security. Okay. These are the requirement. Like obviously the company is required or like unlimited concurrency, elasticity, high availability, and concurrency. So yeah, downtime should be minimum. Correct. So these are the problem actually the Snowflake made. Okay, fine. These are the landscape actually. So how the Snowflakes or ETL works. These are the data sources. We are performing ETL. These are the data warehouse. So all this part we can say here is the Snowflake. Means we are just storing the what operational data into Snowflake data warehouse. So in short, Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse. Okay, fine. We already discussed. So now we'll see how to create a Snowflake. Okay. So initially we need to create a Snowflake on like a trial basis. So we need to create a trial account. So already I'll just create a new email for only for Snowflake. Okay, so here if you have any doubt you can just post into chat box. Okay, pay as you go. Yes, so video quality. Okay, it's not clear, the picture is not clear. Guys, are you able to see my video or my screen? Is there any lag? I'm not sure about the. Yes, screen is blur. Okay, everything is good, sir. Okay, it's clear. Okay, fine, thanks, it's clear I think. So guys, so for Snowflake, so we need to create we need to use this 30 days free trial account. So for that purpose we need to just log in. So I'll just create here Snowflake, first name Snowflake, just here. Okay, company name like Scoding. Okay, role like ITDP. Continue. You can choose anyone, standard, enterprise, or business critical. So for right now I'm choosing a standard one. Along with this you need to provide which cloud provider you need to integrate. So yeah, so I'll provide the AWS. You can choose the region. So here I'll choose the Singapore region. Okay, fine. Fine. So here it's an optional question, but you can like why are you signing up for trial? So just other or personal. Continue. What will you use a Snowflake for? To create what? Data warehouse, develop machine learning model and another data science initiative for Python. Fine, you will get the confirmation link on mail. So yes, you need to activate. Yeah, we'll wait for the mail. If screen gets blurred, I can turn off like okay. Guys, please post the relevant question so that I can answer. Okay, so like what is a Snowflake? That's clear for all. It's like what? It's like a cloud-based data warehouse. Correct? Fine. Okay. So yeah, we'll got the link. Just activate. Fine. Username. So here I'll take a Snowflake. Flow Snowflake session. Okay. Password. Get started. I'll try to cover each and everything in today's session, so that we can take the Q&A in next session. Okay. This session will continue till course end. Okay. Fine. So guys, this is our dashboard actually for Snowflake. You can see here. I'll first of all I'll explain each and every tab first of all. So it's when you create an account, so they have provided some default role. Okay, so you can see here this account. So default account admin, because I'll just log in like admin user. So here it's a account admin, your organization admin, public, security admin, or sys admin, user admin. Okay, so by default I'll use account admin. Fine, this is the role we can use. Okay, after that in profile you can just, if you want to add something, like you need to change, if you want to change the password, you can change from here. Okay, their default experience. Okay, so here by default they have providing a snow size. You can use classic UI, that depends on you. Fine. If you want like to register multi-factor authentication, you can enroll like a Google Authenticator, AWS Authenticator. Okay. In profile. Next, in documentation, this Snowflake already they have already provided the documentation for each and every task. So it is better to refer the documentation if you face any issue while creation of a data warehouse or database. If you want to create a support tickets, like you want to interact with the Snowflake team, you can create through this one. But this facility is only available for the paid users. Okay, this is a privacy notice. You just need to refer. Fine. This is a worksheet. Default they have provided some worksheet or some documentation. You can go through that, they have provided some queries. You can use this one, but right now I don't use this one. Okay. In dashboard, so with the help of Snowflake database or data warehouse, we can create a dashboard, means visualize the data like your Power BI Tableau. Okay, you can create like depends on the requirement. Like suppose you have a data for employee, so you can fire a query like just want the employee from US region, their salary or their pattern. So you can create a dashboard here. Okay, the main tab is the data. So here, first of all I'll explain. First of all, in Snowflake we need to create a warehouse. Okay, so guys, here warehouse is a computing unit, means whatever the operation you are performing, it's get executed in compute layer. Okay, then we need to create what? Database. Okay, warehouse, then database, then you need to create what? Schema, and then you can create table. So this is the hierarchy to create like data storage. So at the end we have a data storage. Before that we have a logical schema, is the logical database, and is the warehouse. Okay, so first of all we'll create a warehouse and then we'll go jump on the other data. So here I'll create in admin panel. You can see here is the statistic view of uses. So that means right now we don't have any warehouse, so I'll create a warehouse. The Snowflake already given one default warehouse, but it is right now in suspended. When you fire a query, it's automatically get started. So that's why it's like cost minimize. Okay, so I'll create a warehouse. So your warehouse, it's a pretty simple case. So here we can give the warehouse name, like suppose I just want to create a warehouse for like student. Fine. What is the actually type of warehouse? Like X small or small, medium, large, X large. This is the like same as the AWS instance. Okay, we have already seen now. Like I'll just show you. So in AWS we have what? EC2 instance. The same like we can create here. So I'll show you. Here. Just a minute. So in meantime, you have any question, you can RT increase manually screen. Okay. Thanks Manoj sir. Thanks a lot guys for your time. Okay. So just a minute. So yeah. So in AWS we have an instance. So what is exactly instance? It's a like virtual server, correct? So it is used to compute the task. Okay, the same type of computation engine we are creating in Snowflake. So here you can see we have a type T2 micro. Okay, they have like the configuration X2 large, medium, correct? So the same type of, I'll show you here instance type comparison. You can see here T2 nano, T2 micro, correct? X2 large, nano, micro, medium, large. The same type of compute engine we are creating in Snowflake. So you can see X small, small 2. So in AWS, this billing, it depends on the how many hours that particular instance in a running state. But in warehouse, it's upon the credit. You need to purchase the credit. So here by default, it's create a small X small and it's consume 1 credit per hour if it's in a live state. Fine. In advanced option, suppose is auto resume. Obviously if we fire a query, it will get auto resume. Okay, then auto suspended if suppose like after 10 minutes, suppose here suspend after what 10 minutes, or suppose like here 2 minutes, so 120 second it's automatically get in like it turn off in a suspended mode. Okay, so that's why it's like it's a cost cutting, we can say. Okay, fine. So here I'll create a warehouse. Fine. You can see here this warehouse gets created. So now, but right now we don't we have not used, so you are not getting here something. Okay, you can see here the details in it is in a started state. Minimum cluster 1. It's a small. Okay, 1 auto suspended. I have given here 2 minutes, like 120 second. Auto resume enabled means it automatically get resume. Fine. Ownership right now I have created in which role? Admin, account admin role. So right now it's in account admin. I can change the ownership also. So you can see transfer ownership. Suppose I just want to transfer this ownership to anyone, like security admin or system admin or user admin. I can easily switch. Okay, even we can edit this configuration. Like suppose here I just want large size, like I'm having the huge computational like work or query, so I can use this one. Okay, so I need to like give the 8 credits per hour. Fine. So you can see here it's very customizable. It's not like static. You can dynamically customize your data warehouse as per your need. You can drop, you can edit, you can suspend manually also. So is there any issue in creation of warehouse? Yes, you can drop your queries in. chat box. Yes. Yes. Azure Pune Center also available. We can create. We can select Azure also. I'll show you how to create, how to integrate this Snowflake with Azure. Even I'll show you how to integrate the AWS with like a table or data warehouse. We can dump the huge data. Suppose we have the data in some CSV or some JSON file. We can easily copy that particular data inside the data warehouse. So there is no issue. Thanks Shivani. What is the schema in Snowflake? I'll come to that, Harshada. I'll come to that. What are the difference between Snowflake and AWS? Actually, AWS is a cloud, so which provide the infrastructure as a service, software as a service, application as a service. Okay, so it like Snowflake is a software. Okay, so as you know, if you want to use a software, we need to install on some particular system, but in a Snowflake we don't require to install. Just it's provide the user interface, like in web. They have provided a web application. You need to just log in and just we can use that. Okay, very important. Okay, fine. Created weekly credits. No, it's a freeware. So it's the 30 days free account. So why Snowflake is better than others, sir? Actually, Snowflake, we can say there are a number of advantages. Suppose we are considering the data warehouse like Redshift in AWS. So in a Redshift, while creation, we need to assign the configuration. Like we need to provide the configuration. Like I need to create for 500 GB. Okay, what is the computational what is the computation engine? So this parameter we need to specify while creation. Once you create a Redshift, we can't change. It's a static allocation, Redshift. But in Snowflake, we can see here, I already create a warehouse and I can easily edit configuration as per my requirement. So it's a scale down and scale up. It's automatically. It's not like, but if you are using a data warehouse beyond your allocation, so obviously it will consume your credit. I hope you got your answer. Any limitation of databases between Snowflake and AWS? Yes, obviously limitation in AWS is static again, but in Snowflake we can change. Runtime. Thanks Ashok Pawar. Sorry to say, but when do you start the class? Oh, it's 9:30. Big fan of your teaching. Thanks. Which I'm going to very important. Thank you guys. Thanks for your support. Okay, so here, we have created this warehouse. Okay, then it's a resource and monitors. Again in AWS, suppose we need to restrict some limitation, use limitation. So in AWS we are creating budget, correct? I hope you know in billing section we have created a budget. I don't know. So here we can create a budget, suppose any service uses beyond its allocation, so it will cost. So that's why we can predefine, we can allocate the budget. So here also we can create resource monitors. Means you can create one rule so that we can monitor the warehouse or account. Okay, customize, you can schedule. Okay, what type of percentage, suspend immediately and notify when it's percentage. Suppose warehouse used 90%. Okay, it's 90% bottleneck, so it immediately suspend that particular warehouse. Okay, so this type of customization, resource customization, we can easily we can do in Snowflake. Here we can create a user. So here just like Amazon IAM user we can create here. So like suppose here I'll create like test, okay, email ID like suppose test@gmail.com. Password you can suppose here I'll give any random password, fine. Comment you can give like force user to change password on first time login, so you can click on this, or the otherwise you can keep as a default. Login name, display name, last name, first name, okay. Again you can, I already discussed about the granular like access, means if you are creating a user, okay, so you can assign like which data warehouse that particular user can access. So here we can see, you can like here I have created like student database, so you can easily assign that one, okay. So like you can role also, what type of role you want to give. Public is normal user, so I'll keep it as a default. So here you can see I have created a user. It's a pretty simple case, it's not a like rocket science. There is no rocket science, okay. So here test, you can see we have created a user. We can again customize, reset password, edit, disable user, drop, grant a role, revoke role. If you want to grant on what, which role you want to grant, like account admin you can grant, even you can revoke, you can revoke, just like your database user. In database also we have like granting a particular query for a particular user, so same way we can grant here. Security, again you can create network security policy. If you are designing the Snowflake for what stakeholder, like private Snowflake, so in that case you can grant the policy name, allowed IPs, so only those IPs can access the Snowflake dashboard, okay. Billing and terms we already discussed, okay. Here for Python or for data science you need to enable this one, so grant Anaconda, so that we can easily integrate the Snowflake data warehouse from our local system, okay. So here you can say I already grant the Anaconda, fine. Contacts, notification contact we can assign. So right now my default mail ID is Snowflake demo session, so I'll just keep it there. Product information, privacy information you can customize according to your need. Then accounts, right now I have created one account, you can create multiple accounts for the same Snowflake warehouse, okay. So yeah, I think the question was from somewhat like we can use Microsoft Azure or not. So you can see here initially I have integrated with AWS, correct, but here I can customize with Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure. You just need to select, you can integrate, means on the same time we can integrate with the AWS, we can integrate with the Azure also. We can create the different warehouses for AWS, different warehouses for Azure, or we can integrate again we can like dump the common data. For example, suppose here a data, suppose like here this is the AWS, okay, AWS, okay. So from AWS we are accessing like S3, okay. So I hope you know the S3 service, okay. It's like it's a bucket, we can store the files in like an object in S3 bucket. So suppose we have CSV files in S3, fine. In Microsoft Azure there are data storage, like suppose here Azure, so here we have a data in Excel format, okay, and we have like other like GCP. Here we have a data in like suppose in Parquet format, or in text format, or in some like DAT format, any format we can use, okay. Now the requirement is, suppose the the one client, something like I'll just give you here client, random client, like suppose IBM. Okay, so this IBM dealing with this 3 data warehouse, means this IBM data is splitted in some data in AWS, some data in Azure, and some data in GCP. So now my requirement is I just want like all the data should be integrated in common place. Okay, so how we can integrate? So you can create a Snowflake data warehouse. Okay, so we can create what? A Snowflake data warehouse. Okay, now we can create, we can fetch this S3 data easily by using, I'll show you the connector, I'll show you the practical how we can create, how we can fetch the from S3 to Snowflake data warehouse. Suppose we have created 3 warehouse like W1, okay, W2 and W3, 3 warehouses we have created. So in one warehouse we have dumped the data from S3, in other warehouse we have dumped the data from Azure, okay, and in W3 we have dumped the data from Google Cloud, GCP you can say. Okay, now I just want to integrate this into one single place. Okay, we can easily dump that data into like W4 warehouse. So is the flexibility. Okay, right now the most of the organization, like suppose they are using Azure, and like because of service or because of their cost they are moving toward the AWS, so it requires the more operations resource. But by using a data migration, we can easily, like with the help of Snowflake database, we can easily integrate. It's like pretty simple. Is like, are you getting my point? Like data partitioning, okay. Distribution for better data flexibility, or it is same or better with Snowflake. Actually, in AWS, along with the data storage, they are also providing the some other tool like so like Lambda, stay function, okay, like Kafka. That means they are processing their data in different manner, correct? But Snowflake is like only a like data warehouse. If you want to process, then you need to fetch the data with the help of connector. Like you need to use Python to fetch the data from data warehouse. You need to process those data. Again, if you want to dump the data, then we can dump the data into data warehouse. What is the use of store, procedure, trigger, schema in Snowflake? I'll come to that. Use, okay, it is really easy. Okay, thanks Pradeep. Is there any question, guys? What is a cluster? Okay, I'll come to cluster. After this session, this video available or not? Yes. She has to change it. Okay. Is there any question? Limitation from databases between a Snowflake and database. Limitation already, I think I already told. Is it only to store a data and access? Oh yeah, it's a data warehouse, so obviously it's a storage. We can't like process. Okay, yeah, we can write a procedure, trigger. We can like perform the SQL all the SQL operations. But if you want to apply business logic, you need to use one of the programming language. Like you can use Java, you can use Python, you can use other language, R. Yeah, Snowflake's architecture already, Arshada already discussed the Snowflake architecture in 3 layers: storage, compute, and cloud services. So you store your used knowledge. Oh, can we fetch live stream data in? Yes. We can fetch live stream. For that, we have a pipe service. Okay, how migrate using? Okay. Needs connector, then it must be accepted only structured. Oh no, it's for unstructured data also. Okay, JSON is a semi-structured data, so we can also dump that data. Okay, but again you need to pre-process that data, because as it is we can't dump. Okay, fine. I'll again okay. So guys, one important concept I need to explain. So before AWS, suppose before dumping this data, okay, so we have a storage. We have a storage, okay, like stage, correct? So in Snowflake, there are two stages. One is the internal stage, one is the other is the external stage, okay? So I think it is not right time. I will come to that. Connector. Sir, my question: what is the data modeling in Snowflake? This is a question. Come take around. Okay, data modeling. Okay, there are different data modeling. How many accounts we are required to create for one project? Only one account. Only one account. We don't require many accounts. We can create like just you need to log in with this, your free trial version. You can create any account. Okay. Fine. So here this partner connect. Yeah. So this tab is very much important, guys. Okay. So Snowflake we can integrate with like third-party applications also. Means suppose here like BI tool. See the Domo tool is available. Business intelligence tool like Domo, Sigma. Okay. CI/CD tool also available. DataOps or SQL DB. But I just want data science and ML. So you can see we have Ultrix data robot. Okay. So I'll use a data robot. Maybe I'll come to like data robot. I'll explain at the end of this one. Okay. So I'll integrate the ML model with Snowflake. Fine. So these are the third-party tool we can easily integrate with the Snowflake. Okay. And you will definitely enjoy while data robot. It's end-to-end AI pipeline. Okay, you can deploy, you can maintain AI at the scale. Fine. So here I'll come to the like database. Okay, we already created like warehouse. Okay, so now I'll create a database. Fine. So here I'll create like employee database. Employee. Fine. Okay, so you can see right now we don't have any schema. Okay, so you can see by default it's create this information schema and public schema. This schema like it's act as a metadata for this employee table. Okay, you can see here views already created, what are the roles. So like we can assign the granular access here, pipes. Okay, mine means it's just like a trigger in your like in SQL. Okay, I'll come to that. Okay, fine. Now in employee database I just want to create a schema. So here we can create a schema. So suppose here I just want loan schema. Means when we create a table, what will be the namespace, guys? Suppose I just created a database, correct? Database. Then I have created a schema. Okay. If I'm creating a table, suppose here I'm creating like a loan table. Yeah, otherwise suppose like salary table. Yeah, HR table. HR table. So what will be the namespace to access this table? So first of all, what? Database dot yes schema dot here table name. It's a very important, guys. It may ask in a certification course and also ask in a interview also. Okay, if you want to access the table data, so you need to first access the DB, then schema, and then table. Okay, so here I have created what? Schema. Which schema I have created? Loan. So right now we don't have any table. So now I just want to create a table. Fine. So create. So I can create a table by using a table itself in standard as a select and external. So standard means what? You can see here like just like your normal table. Like here suppose I just want to create like which table I want to create, like HR table. So HR table. Okay, suppose HR. Okay, so here like name, a data type like suppose varchar. Okay, varchar. Sorry, varchar. Okay, suppose city here varchar. Okay, I don't want these comments. Okay, just a minute. Create table. Just a minute. Okay. Or otherwise, you can execute it in a worksheet. You can just open worksheet, type your query here. You can just run. You can see the table HR successfully created. Now I just jump into like database, employee database, here loan. It will take some time. Okay, create table. Oh, already created. No? Oh, it is not populated. It's already created. You can see if I'm executing second time, it should return what error. Yeah, you can see HR is already created. Okay, just a minute. Why it is not populated? Just employee on loan. Yeah, that's why it's not populated. I need to select the namespace in employee inside the loan scheme. Yeah. Oh, it's already. Why? Okay. Fine. Employee tables. Now you can see we have two tables, employee HR1 and HR2. Okay. Is there any question how to create a table, how to create a database? Yes. How many accounts can we maintain historical data here? Yes. Actually, it's a warehouse is used for historical data storage, no? So we can easily use this data warehouse. Yes. Is there any question, guys? Yes. No. Syntax nearly same as a SQL. Yeah, it's a SQL, just a SQL like the same SQL query we can fire here. Database at the end we are dealing with the database, so obviously this syntax is similar. Okay, can we? Oh, it's a very okay, fine. Is there any question you can post? No? How to create a table, how to create a database? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, fine. So here I have created what? The table using, again, why it is not coming here? Now it's table, HR1, HR2. You can see here, right now we don't have any, like it's a city, a name, data preview. We don't have any data right now. Copy history. So we don't have any copy here. Okay, fine. Now, I just want to load some data here. Okay, inside HR from S3. The insertion is same. Okay, we can insert the data in the same manner. You can see here, I'll suppose I just use marketplace. Okay, suppose I'll use like this COVID data. Okay, suppose get data, get query data. Here, so here I just use the internal database. So you can see, suppose I just want the customer from like this region So I need to use this one. You can see I can fetch the table data. You can see Afghanistan, these are the cases, COVID cases. Same query we can pass. What I have done, like I just fetch the whatever the data in marketplace, I just dump the data in data warehouse. Within a second it's get dumped. You can see I just fire this query. Suppose I just want to like fetch this particular region again. You can see here. These are the column name, or you can fetch. Correct? Okay. Suppose I want to fire this query, I can fire. So now, suppose here, result limit exceeded, only 10,000 rows result. Okay. Now suppose I just want to like download this data. So I can download with the help of like here export. You can download result. So you can see we have CSV with UTF, like is the encoded format, and it's a download as a CSV. In my previous session, or like in session I already discussed, the sometimes client give a data in encoded format. Correct? Sometimes it's provided in a CSV, plain CSV. There is no issue while reading, but for encoding we need to provide the encoding type also. So you can see support special characters. Okay, that depends on the client scenario. So you can see we already like we can easily download the data from data warehouse. We can dump this CSV in data warehouse with the help of staging, external staging, internal staging. Okay, any doubt, guys? Yes. So right now we are firing a query from which layer, guys? We have 3-layer architecture. We already discussed. Which one? Cloud services, infrastructure, जो कुछ है. The second layer what? Processing layer. The third layer is what? Storage layer. Means storage layer means what? Here where actual data is store. In middle layer is actual computation happening, and in first layer what we are finding like query. This is the UI part, infrastructure, UI, your user login. So that means we are writing a query in UI is processing by data warehouse. Okay, so here suppose your query is complex query. Okay, so you can select the data warehouse, on which data warehouse you want to execute this query. Okay, so in Snowflake, data warehouse act as a compute layer. It's not like storage layer. It's a compute layer. Means actual computation happen on data warehouse layer. So you can see by default I have selected X small. Suppose I am dealing with the complex query. Okay, it required like X large or X medium. Okay, so I can easily select that one. So I don't need to create other data warehouse or other like. Okay, so we can easily customize, we can easily flexible to select any warehouse. Clear, guys? I hope. Hello? No sir, why? Is it necessary to give a data length for a column? Yeah, no, it's not compulsory. With such a positive, like thanks this. Do you have need to give a column length? No need. What are the testing carried in Snowflake? In testing scenario, suppose you want like a data validation task. Suppose you want to perform a data validation task, so you can perform. So I'll come to that, because that validation we are performing in staging layer. Okay, how many? Oh, that's already we have discussed. Say, very important. Thanks. Could you please tell something about Databricks? Yeah, I'll plan to take one global session on Databricks, because I already work on that. Yes. Stages. There are 2 stages in Snowflake: internal stage and external stage. Data link? No. Okay, very useful. Thanks. Is there any other data we can? Is there any other query we can? Okay. Stages in. Okay. Fine. So here we have load the data from like external resources. We have firing the query, or we have also downloaded the whatever the data we have fetched. Now, so here we can see. I'll just show you the chart. Why the chart is not created with the provided setting? Okay, fine. Okay, just a minute, because we can perform analytics for here. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, fine. So you can see, guys, here along with the result you can find the charts also. Okay, right now you can see death cases. Okay, so we have a chart, so we can perform the analysis with the help of this one. So you can see here country. So the China is having the 333, like what is the country region is a 332. Singapore having this many rows. So you can perform the analysis, short analysis we can say. We can see the distribution of data. Okay, so likewise even we can add these stats inside the your dashboard. Okay, fine. Okay, so here, okay, now I just want to share this result with any other user. So I can use, I already told that live data we can easily share with the other people. Like here we can see this Snowflake is the owner. The people with the link cannot view or view result. You can see view result, like username I'll give you here like a sample. Okay, otherwise I'll give you like anyone is working on Snowflake, I can give his or her username so that we can get the link. So I'll suppose I'll copy this link. Okay, and I'll try to here also. Can we just check you are able to access this link? Yes. Yeah, please check at your end. It's required account. It's required account. Yeah, we can, Raj, we can easily like perform the pivot table, the other SQL operation. Data integrity, yes. In staging layer, we have will get ask for user credential. Obviously, if you create the Snowflake account, then it will not ask. Username password required. Yes. Relation between Snowflake and Databricks. Actually, Databricks is it's an execution platform. Okay, means we can execute your Python code on Databricks. Here we can execute the SQL query. These are two different platforms. Okay, Databricks is having their own memory, their own database. They are having their own cluster. Again, the issue is the same. Static allocation means while creation of Databricks, you need to select what architecture, like cluster architecture, the one master node, slave node in Databricks. I'll definitely plan one session on Databricks. Obviously, guys, that link that I have shared is not like you can't access. You need to create a user account so that we can easily access. Staging, actually it's on it's a middleware like compute and database इन दोनों के बीच में होता है. That's staging there. Snowpipe is like automation. Snowpipe is very important concept. Actually, it is a automation. Like whenever the data get loaded into like S3, so our automation pipeline gets triggered. Okay. Suppose here I already created like suppose just a minute. I'll just show you. So here in database we have created a table, like in table we have HR, correct? Suppose you want to create an automation pipeline, so here we can have pipe. Okay, so this pipe is like continuous, it's like on trigger mechanism. Suppose something is happened, this pipeline get triggered. Fine. So here we have created standard with the help of your query. The second one is as a select. Its name suggests as select means what? Yes. What do you think? What is as select? Means suppose we have already table, and if you want like some data need to create, some data need to dump into some other table, so we can use this one. Okay, like suppose here this one here is a table, just a minute, in table this one, just a minute now. So just a minute, I'll create here select star from this one. Oh, it's not a create table, it should be like fetch queries. Just a minute. Yeah, it's fetch result. So we can create the table. So here I'll create a table, like suppose here I just want to create a table from as select. Fine. So you can see I'll give this table name. I'll give here suppose HR2. Fine. So you can see the table easily get created inside the loan. So it's provide the flexibility. Suppose we have like the table which contain like millions of record, and you want like some particular record, like suppose we have US region, UK region, and you want to fetch like US region record. So you can fetch those record and you can create a table. So you can see here I have created table HR2. Okay, so you can see data preview. Clear? The first we have seen what? Standard. Second we have seen as select. Clear, guys? Mapping required? No, as select we don't require mapping. Sir, I think Snowflake is own platform for doing this kind of operation in real time right now. Yes. It's having own platform like computation engine, storage engine. Okay, Snowflake architecture we already discussed. I will come to that again. What is Snowflake? Okay. Could you please repeat, sir, what exactly you have done with COVID dataset? Actually, I have just loaded that dataset from this marketplace. So means in Snowflake they have given some like some sample data. So here you can see free data, weather data. Okay, here COVID this COVID economic atlas data, US open sensor data, EDI data, calendar for finance analytic data. So for analysis, for machine learning, they have provided the data. So we can use this one for your practice purpose. Okay, you can easily integrate that data inside the data warehouse. You can see here already database created. Okay, inside public table also created. You can see there are number of tables. You can select any table. You can see column, data preview. This is the preview. This is the actual data warehouse, means They have database, they have public schema, and inside public schema tables, and there are number of tables. Okay, you can easily play around the table. Whatever the query you want to fetch, you can easily fetch. Even you can copy history. Okay, I just want to explain one thing, just a minute. Copy history. Okay, data preview, columns and column details. Any doubt, guys, up to this? If you have any doubt, you can ask in chat box. How to create a table, how to create a database, how to create a warehouse, how to configure warehouse. I'm just planning, like try to complete within 2 hours. Okay, what kind of cloud service do you use in this? Oh, you can use like AWS, Microsoft, Azure, Google Cloud. Both. Snowflake comes under development and testing also. Even database testing, ETL tester, they are using Snowflake because it's a flexible data warehouse. Both. Even Google Cloud also. You can see here, AWS. It supports for all partner. You can see in Partner Connect. You can see connect accounts. In accounts, you can see here AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure. Okay, so you can integrate the 3 cloud platform at the same time. So there is no issue. Clear? Fine. Okay, so fine. So we have seen how to create a table. Correct? So we have created a table with 2 different ways. Like one is standard as a select. In external, so now we can create the table with external data resource. Means what? Suppose our data is on platform like AWS platform in S3 bucket, but now I just want that data should be dumped in table. Okay, so we can use this one. Okay, but for this purpose you need to have AWS login. Okay, again some like AWS security key, then security ID and file format. So at the last I'll tell you how to load this data, because first of all I need to like explain the stages. So here you can see it is an external stage. Okay, so I'll tell you what is external stage, what is the internal stage. Fine. Then views, yeah, it's important. We already know what is a view. So we use like a logical structure of like table. So physical, like table is a physical entity, the view is a logical entity. So now I just want to create a view from any table. So we can use like this one, standard, like just you can create view name as select statement. It's a same like your SQL statement. Correct? So like suppose here I'll use create v1. Okay, select statement. Suppose here select what, like star from which table. So I just want to use like any table from this CDC testing. Fine. Create view. You can see view created. In views, inside view we have view. You can see column data preview. Okay, just like it's a pretty simple. It's a like we can say it's a like simple than like MySQL, MS SQL server. We have user interface. You just need to write on some simple queries according to the user need. Clear, guys? yes. Please explain in tester perspective also. Yes, sir, can we do a graph analysis like we done by testing using? Yes, we can do graph analysis. Okay, fine. Okay, next, create a table through file format. So here we can create a view like we have suppose CSV, TSV, ORC, Parquet, XML. We can create table. Okay, fine. Now I just want this stage. Okay, so here I already told this there are two types of staging area. First of all, guys, staging area, what is the use of staging area? The main use of staging area. Yes, can you just drop into chat box? What is the use of staging area? Yeah, we can dump data from GCP to AWS, AWS to GCP. There is no issue. What is the staging area? Okay, for validation. Okay, then only for validation. Okay, hold the data and perform transformation. Exactly, very good. So guys, staging area used for multiple purpose. Means what? For data validation, for data testing, for suppose you want to perform like operation before deployment or before final dump. So we can perform those operations on staging area. We can load data from Snowflake from local machine. Yes. I'll come to that. I'll show you how to like dump the data in Snowflake. Some connection with antivirus means I don't know. I'm not getting your question. So does Snowflake have some connection with antivirus? No. There are some encryption techniques which is followed by Snowflake, AWS, data encryption techniques, so that their data is much secure. Okay, because they have real-time analysis, antivirus, because they have a real-time analysis. Oh, I'm not getting your question. Fine. So here now come to the staging area. So guys, here we have two types of staging area. Okay, means what? One is external staging. Sorry, one is like self-managed. Means it's internal staging. Means you have created one table. Okay, and this table acts as a staging area. Like whenever suppose you are fetching data from like suppose some views or some other table, you can dump that data into internal table. Again you can fire, you can test, you can validate data, and that data you can again dump into other table. So that table is act as a internal staging. In other hand, you can use external stage. Means what? Like suppose this is the data which is stored in AWS what? S3 or RDS. You can use anyone, RDS. So actual data generated by the like suppose from application which is like in form of CSV. Correct? This CSV we have dumped into S3. Then we can map this S3 to what? Data lake. Means first you need to make the connection. So you can map. So you can create what? Stage inside what? Snowflake. So inside Snowflake we can create a staging area. This is the external, because we are fetching the data from external resource. So in interview or in certification exam, so they may ask like this staging area is outside or like inside. It's created inside, like obviously no doubt, but the data is grabbed from outside, like maybe it's from S3, from Google Cloud, or from Azure. Fine. Okay. After the staging, you can dump the data inside the what? Table. So here we have a table. So this is the actual complete view. Means this CSV generated by the application. This application CSV we have dumped into the like S3 bucket. Then we are creating the staging area. We just map the staging area here. Now we can dump into table. Clear, guys? So first of all, we need to create a stage. We need to create a table. Then we can easily map. We already. I'll show you in like a practical scenario in tomorrow's session. Okay, how we can map, how we can integrate the S3 with Snowflake. Any doubt up to this? Yes. From any location, from local, from AWS. Clean up data before going to data warehouse. Yes, very good. It's a roll-up staging area. Okay, so I'll show you both from local and from like from even I'll show you how to fetch the data from data lake in Jupyter Notebook, which is in localhost, or we can create on SageMaker also on cloud. Okay, and also show you like I'll show you like complete pipeline. So like how Lambda get triggered through the S3, then S3 bucket, like what a data dump into S3, that data automatically dump in Snowflake data warehouse. Then we can grab the data in local. So this complete pipeline we can build. Yes, we can. But for like Mohammed, actually when we are dealing with the two different cloud, so we need to create third cloud for easy integration. Django, but we can create a like we can integrate with the Python. So there is no like we can integrate Django also because we are using a Python. The connector we need to install just connector. The same scenario, right? Is there any issue, guys? Yes. No. So does this also have billing if we use Snowflake? Actually, this free trial they don't ask about your credit card details. Okay, so no need to worry. Okay, if it's get expired, you can create with the new mail ID. The billing in terms of credits, so they are initially they are providing the 400 credits. Okay, but I'll recommend you while creation of warehouse, just mention the suspend period like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, don't like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If you are not working, the unnecessary the time get consumed. Correct? So here, okay, fine. From staging, so from external staging, like suppose I just want to fetch the data from what? S3. So you can see here what type of parameter required. Yes, which parameter required only? This URL. Okay, this is the S3 URI in AWS. I'll show you how to get that URI. And the credentials, we need to create the security credentials in AWS. So here the security key and security ID you need to provide. Okay, so first of all it will create what? Stage. This means it gets mapped with this S3. Correct? So this command will map to your S3 with your staging area in Snowflake. Once it gets mapped, it will preserve the credentials while creation. You can see here in You can see you are providing the private key, public key, and URI. So it's stored in their internal, like in metadata. So next time when we map, dump the data, so you don't need to create a stage again. Okay, it's one time activity only. Fine. Yes. Okay. Can we use a third cloud? A GCP. Google Cloud. Okay. So likewise we can create from Google Cloud, from Azure. Suppose you want to integrate, you can see. Easily integration, no? Cloud, it's like you just need to provide a URL and token. Easily fetch the data from that Azure cloud. There is no like extra connection or something like, and that directly dump into loan. Fine. So its integration is very easy. Even we can create a table with a file format. In old version, this they are having like GUI, like you just need to upload the file. But right now they are like using this command. Okay, I'll show you in coming in next session. Here also we can create a sequence also. Sequence name, indexer, pipe is the automation pipe. You can see here the parameter, you can see auto ingest, true. SNS topic, okay. This actually for automation pipeline, you need to have the knowledge about the SNS topic in AWS. Okay, this SNS topic is like event based automation. Suppose if you are sending an SMS, okay, it's a short notification service actually. So notification in terms of SMS, in terms of email, in terms of some pop-up message, okay, etc. So once we send the notification to this SNS topic, it's get triggered this pipe. The ingestion, copy statement, whatever the data we have in the CSV or TSV format, it directly dump into the table. We don't need to dump manually. Okay, so task, function, procedure we can create. So this is all about the data warehouse, database and table inside the Snowflake. Okay, we can just create, first of all you need to create a database, then schema, then tables, and just you need to dump that table or data inside the table with these options. Okay, if you have any doubt you can ask. You can see, you can easily share. I think suppose I just want to share this data, so you can publish to specified customer, publish to marketplace, or create a direct share. You can select employee, public employee loan, like table, suppose HR2, done. You can share this one. Okay, securely you can share. Other marketplace, you can see here also we can, but there are some limitation. You need to upgrade to the paid account. Okay, activity already discussed, it's a cache memory. So you can see we have you can see here each and every query status it's stored. Suppose here this one, you can say export result, you can easily export, like here test, you can see easily export the result. Clear? I hope you get. Please share, like, subscribe. It's really motivate us if we are already paying for AWS EC2 service. Or why we go for paid Snowflake? EC2 is a different one. EC2 is a server instance. Snowflake is a different. For EC2, you can't store the data on EC2. Correct? They have their own memory, processing memory. But if you want to store the data, you need to attach the EFS to EC2. EFS means Elastic File Service. If you want to store the terabyte of memory, you need to attach EFS. Again, the EFS cost is different. That is the difference. This is the difference. Krishna. Time travel. Oh yeah, that is a very important feature. Time travel and data retention period. Okay. So actually, in data, can we connect Django? It's not. Yeah, we can connect because it's a Python connector, so we can easily connect. Okay. So I'll take this question is I think this is an important question. Snowflake time travel and data retention period. So guys, in a traditional database, suppose we have created a table. Okay. And this table created at 10 a.m. Okay. After that, we have drop this table on on 12 a.m. Yeah, 11:30 a.m. Okay. But after some time, I require the same result or same table or same record also. Even if we have record, like suppose here name, city, okay, and salary, okay, and I just drop the salary at 11:30. Salary at 11:30, I just drop. Okay, but I need this complete structure because already drop. So we can't in normal data structure or not normal database, we can't revoke. Okay, so but in Snowflake we have a time travel feature. Means if you want 2 p.m. on 2 p.m. we need this complete structure, we can easily fetch with the help of this time travel. So by default there are some time retention period we need to specify, so that we can, even if suppose there is a is failure, fail safe, there is other feature like fail safe. Means after some time there is a suppose we have a time retention period of 2 days, 24 hours. Okay, after 24 hours we can't we can fetch this structure name, city, salary. If you drop a salary after 24 hours we can't access salary, but by using a fail safe we can easily grab. Okay, again this is the most common. Again there is some time period we need to define, so they have some limitation. So in interview they may ask what is the time travel feature. I hope it's get clear now. Yes, Renuka, have you got your answer? So many doubts. Again the Snowflake is cleared because of amazing share. Oh Shubham, thanks a lot guys for your motivation. Is there any doubt? Yes, okay. Time travel feature that we can define while creation of table we can define time travel. Okay, so I hope you got the basic understanding about the Snowflake, not 100% but 10%. What is a Snowflake, what are the data warehouse, what are the database tables, how we can create a table. It is we can say it's hard to explain within 2 hours, but definitely we'll plan for 1 hour session, live session in depth. It's just introductory session. In tomorrow's session I will integrate the ML algorithm with the data which is on particular data, or we can say it's a on particular data warehouse. Fine. So is there any other question you can ask? The outline, the data warehouse, I hope you get clear. Fine guys, so in tomorrow's session we'll see how to integrate the local, like means CSV S3 to staging. Okay, so I'll recommend you to, in meantime, you just explore like what are the common tags in Snowflake. Okay, thanks a lot for joining. If you have any suggestion, any complaint or any feedback, so you can post in chat box about this session. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot guys, thanks a lot. It's my pleasure. Yeah, we'll provide, Arshada will provide this video link along with this PPT presentation. Okay, but before actually Snowflake required some prerequisite knowledge of database like SQL, MySQL, whatever this SQL actually. So joins, trigger, procedure. Yeah, thanks a lot, thanks a lot. Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow I'll show you practical approach like how to access the data from Snowflake. Okay, how to dump the data into this Snowflake warehouse. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.